Alright, anybody that's ever had a Ruger 1022 knows how horrible those triggers are from the factory. You got a factory gun, those triggers are horrible. I love the Rugers. I've had them since I got my first one when I was 12 years old. Love the gun, but the triggers on those things are horrible. Ruger now makes this trigger, this BX trigger, and it's a really good option, I think, to upgrade your trigger. If you've ever shopped around for triggers, some of these aftermarket triggers can cost you 200, 250, 300 bucks, just ridiculous prices. If you're just small game hunting or just doing a little target shooting for fun, this is a much less expensive route. These things go for about 74 bucks. I think I paid 74 bucks for this one. I have another one that I bought a little more than a year ago, and I think I paid about 60 for that. So you can catch them on sale and get them at a better price. But I'd much rather pay $60, $70 than $250 for a trigger. If I'm not competing and winning money or doing something like that, I'm just small game hunting or doing a little target shooting, this is definitely the way to go. Has a 2.5 to 3 pound trigger. It's really, like I said, I've had this for over a year and another gun. It's a really nice trigger. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see what we got. There it is, a little close-up view of it. Comes with the trigger, got some directions here. I already know how to do this. It's pretty easy. They do have directions that come with it if you're not familiar with how to change the trigger. I forgot to show you before I pulled that out of the box, but the box, there's an actual hole here in the box. So you can actually test the trigger out. So if you're in a store and you see one of these things, pick it up and you can dry fire the gun or dry fire the trigger a little bit, see how it feels, see if you like it before you can buy it. Alright, so this is real super easy. It's got this gray protector, dry fire, what does it say? Do not dry fire unless this hammer block is installed or trigger is installed in a Ruger 1022. So just kind of a little safety thing, real easy to take this off. We're just gonna pull these two tabs back and then pull this whole gray piece backwards. Just pull that backwards, that's it. Once that comes off, real simple. We have our other, I already took the barreled action out of the stock just to save some time. This one, one of my pins already kind of came out there. I should have some punches. I don't have one with me, so I'm just going to use a little Allen key to kind of punch this punch out. Oh, one more. Forgot about that guy. And that's it. That's all it is. This trigger group comes out and you put your new trigger group in. Much nicer. Much nicer. That's all we did. We popped 3 pins out, took the old trigger group out, new trigger group in, popped 3 pins in, and you're done. It's that simple. It really is that simple. So all we gotta do is take the barreled action here and put it back into the that's it, put it back into the stock. Got a little takedown screw here, we'll just screw this back in and we are done. So that's it. It took all of maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Much nicer trigger. Much nicer trigger. One other thing that comes with this trigger is the magazine release right here. And I don't have a magazine down here with me, but you got that slightly extended. You can get a close-up view of that right there. Your magazine release sticks out a little bit, and that can be an issue with hunting. I took somebody hunting a couple months ago, and they weren't used to that, and they were trying to set the 22 up on some little bipod to get some shooting at a squirrel or something, and they kept hitting that magazine release, and the mag kept falling out. So one thing that you do have to pay attention to is that magazine release. It's nice, makes it easy to get the mag out, but if you're shooting off of a bipod, not one that's attached to the gun, but just like some shooting sticks, or you're putting the gun on a tree branch to shoot, make sure you're not having contact with that, because that will drop your magazine out. And if you're hunting snow, there you go, your magazine's gone. So remember, try to stable the gun here somewhere, and not so much way back here. Other than that, it's very, very easy to install, and it's a very nice trigger for way less money than what you would pay for some other options.